While there are numerous causes in the incident, we think that one of the major culprits is corruption. A company should consider the downsides of their actions and try to avoid it. An organization or individuals should also never receive any goods, gifts, or benefits from others. And in this incident, we think that corruption is an ethical issue which incurred the disaster. Why would we think so? It is because the Ruha Logistics were not permitted to store a tremendous amount of hazardous chemicals in that area in the warehouse. A number of professionals and investigators of the case mentioned that the Chinese government had regulated some laws to prevent the illegal storage of chemicals. One of it is the chemicals should not be stored near residential areas and transport in case of any disaster which will affect the transportation and other residents nearby. But why would the Ruha Logistics still store the chemicals near that? It is because they hired some agents to make up some reports. One of the agents is hired by the Ruha Logistics, and they can get benefits in it. And also, the Fire Squad, Police Office, Transportation and Port Administration, and any other organizations indulged in shield for the company. They accepted bribes and put the residents and the environment at stake. This surely breaches the Rule 1.1, refrain from fraudulent, corrupt, or criminal practices, and 4.3, promote and protect the health, safety, and well-being of the community and the environment, as stated in the WFO Model Code of Ethics. The authority should bear the responsibility for this incident. Even the Ruha Logistics violated several laws, they had not been sued for their illegal actions. The authority surely knew that corruption was unlawful, but why they were still doing it? We have thinking of several reasons, and the main reasons we think that it is because they want to reduce the workloads. If they took the inspection seriously, they would have to complete several reports. For instance, they may have to investigate the structure of the warehouse and make decisions on whether approved for the storage, and they may have to evaluate the risk of the storage, and finally they need to allow and finally they approved it. Some of the officials may want to reduce the workload, and simultaneously the Ruha Logistics provided goods for them, so they may simply give the green light to the company. If the government in Tianjin enforced the regulations stringently, and they do not receive the bribes from the Ruha Logistics, I think that the disaster could be prevented. If corruption goes on in different aspects linked to the environment and the public in China, another significant disaster catastrophe will occur again. The authorities should place the public in their properties in the first place and implement the laws strictly.